Chelsea Jean, it's crazy to think that we have known each other for 15 years, but never really got to know each other until we crossed paths in this tiny little establishment in Tallahassee, 2 hours from our hometown. I somehow got lucky enough to steal a kiss that night, and then you spent the next couple of months making me work for every minute of your time. But I'm nothing if not persistent. It took us a while to label what we were, and even longer to admit to each other that we were in love. I was struck by your beauty, your passion, sometimes I call it stubbornness, or an attitude, your wittiness, and your endless selflessness. Now people say we're attached at the hip, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Chelsea, I promise to push you, defend you, honor you, and respect you. I promise to let you vent your frustrations and listen to you, rather than to try and offer logical solutions. I promise to never stop working on myself to be better for you. I promise to always be there to wipe your happy tears, your sad tears, and the food crumbs from your face. I promise to remind you how strong you are and how strong our love is when times get tough. I promise not to let life get in the way of us and always make time for adventures. I'm not sure at what point I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you, but it was a feeling that got stronger every day I was with you. It's been a little over 5 years now, and with the questions, all the questions and doubts we have in life, there's absolutely nothing I doubt or question about you. I can't wait to see what the next stage in our life holds for us. You are my best friend, my favorite person. I love you fiercely, now and forever.
Josh. 9 years ago, you graduated from Oak Hall, and I didn't think I would ever see you again. Almost 6 years ago, you offered to buy me a free drink. Around 5.5 years ago, I knew I was going to marry you. It was also then that I decided I was going to start taking notes for my vows one day. And I decided I was going to start a list of all the little things and little moments that made me incredibly happy and grateful to have you. Of all your little characteristics and instances that made me love you even more. My grand plan was to be able to keep this list going until our wedding day and be able to give you the whole list and hopefully make you cry. The joke's on me because I quite literally could not keep up with that list. It took about 2 weeks before I realized that tracking every little moment was impossible. But I did manage to keep a few of them and save them until now, so I wanted to share them. You bought me flowers on your birthday. You made dinner for me all the time, every night. You gave me the center of the cinnamon roll at Canopy Road. You encouraged me to do my best. You had brownies in the oven waiting for me after a late work night. You twirled me around the kitchen to Frank Sinatra. You look really good in uniform. You love our doggos. You give the best hugs and know exactly when I need them. You consoled me every time I had a nervous breakdown about jobs. You put a fairy next to my name because it's the closest thing to a bug that wasn't a grasshopper. You stayed up after night shift to make me breakfast on my first day of work. You rubbed itch cream on my feet when they were itching. You're fantastic with kids and even look really good holding a baby. You let me listen to Disney and sing along in the car. And that's where I had to cut it off. My favorite part about this is you haven't changed. You still let me do all these little things. And you still treat me like this and love me even more. You treat me like all the storybooks and my parents tell me I should be treated. And you're my best friend in the entire world. I almost made it.
Got him.
You found me when I was definitely not looking for you. I was hesitant and honestly kind of scared. But you were persistent, and still are, to prove to me that you're the one for me. That stubbornness and persistence may be the thing that frustrates me the most daily. But it's the one thing I admire most about you too. So, Joshua Anthony Pizzuti, my vows to you are simple. I vow to love you like you love me, and more. To be your biggest cheerleader. Hold on. Okay, got it. To push you to be better. To support you through the good and the bad. To always share the middle of the cinnamon roll with you. To always make the fish look bigger in the photos than it is in real life. And to always tell you about the new dog I adopted after I adopted it. And to never forget how lucky I am to have you. I love you, pal.
Josh and Chelsea, your love will never fail, and the bonds of your marriage will only grow deeper if you always protect, always trust, always hope, always persevere. By the power invested in me by the state of South Carolina, I pronounce you as husband and wife, lawfully wedded in the presence of God, family, and friends. Josh, you've been very patient. You may kiss the bride now.